look at this. Like, this is how much I trust in life. Oh my god, like, my shorts are like barely above the water. Your mother has married your new stepfather, George Mitchell. Oh my god, her name is Michelle Mitchell. But that's awesome! Oh my god, I thought somebody died. Jesus. Hello, I'm Isu and welcome to another episode of playing Bitlife in The Sims 4. The last 2 episodes have been quite a lot. We lost our cat, our dad had an affair, and our parents divorced, so a lot has been happening. Last episode, I aged up Nicole before I ended the episode, and not much happened except for Hunter starting middle school. I did have the flu, which I'm kind of unsure how I'm gonna kind of make that happen in The Sims. But at least we will have Hunter's birthday because he is aging up in The Sims as well, so that's grand. Also, I saw a rabbit, which kind of, I'm thinking maybe we should go to Henford and Bagley because the rabbits exist there. Actually, maybe we hang out with Hunter. It's been a couple of years since he killed our cat, so maybe we've kind of gotten over that. I have not, but maybe Nicole has. So I'm gonna go ahead and he even looks different in Bitlife. My brother actually looks like a teenager. I'm going to spend time with him. Your big brother Hunter took you to whale watching. Okay, we can't do whale watching in The Sims, but we can go to the park. So I think we're gonna go to a park in Henford and Bagley. Hopefully see a rabbit, spend time with our brother, and then after that we're gonna have his birthday because it's 8 a.m. It's quite an early birthday. We hold a birthday for him. Do you actually have any friends, by the way? I feel like they don't know anybody. No. The only person or creature he knows is a dog called Shelby and Vlad. I'm not hosting a birthday and inviting Vlad. That's just not happening. So I think it's a good idea to... Oh my god, he is really sad. He's just a sad kid overall. Like a completely miserable kid. I don't know if he's miserable in Bitlife, but in The Sims he is miserable. And he hates his bear as well. Doesn't surprise me because he's actually a brat. And it's still the house of miserable criers because everyone keeps crying. We've had death, we've had divorce, we've had infidelity, like literally everything going wrong in this household. Is the cake finally gone off? I've had the cake for like 7 years. I wonder if the cake is finally finished. It is! Oh my god. The cake is finally done. So we need to actually bake a birthday cake today. That is kind of funny. We've had the same exact cake for Nicole's first birthday, Nicole's second birthday, and also Hunter's kid birthday. Okay, lonely recess. Last recess, no one wanted to play with me. I just climbed around on my own. If that happens again, what should I do? So we don't really have many friends. We kind of vibe with a lot of these kids. We don't get along with a couple, but overall, I would say that she gets along with a lot of people. I think she's quite like social and a little bit more like a, you know, those kind of kids that don't take school so seriously. She's a little bit, I wouldn't say dumb, but she's not very smart. So I think she is a little bit of a clown in her classroom, maybe. Not the kid that really follows instructions at school so much. And maybe that is what makes people like her, because she's funny and kind of, you know, doesn't always follow the rules. But then maybe some people didn't like that. Maybe people didn't want to join in her playing when she was doing that during class. Maybe she tried to recruit some kids to play with her while the teaching was going on and they didn't want to join that, maybe? Maybe instead of talk to the teacher, maybe we say, like, listen to the teacher. And that's how we're gonna say it. Okay. I know that I'm just making this elaborate story about her, but I'm really enjoying this. I'm actually really, really enjoying this series. I find some of my series quite high pressure because I put so much pressure on myself for making them as good as I can, and then I get in my head kind of like not succeeding or making things as I would like them to, and like it's a whole thing unfortunately. But anyways, let's go to the park. Hopefully I can edit the lot so I can add like something that we can play on. I think, yeah, there's really nothing we can do here. So I don't think kids can like play in water or something. I mean, oh, actually they can. And look for frogs. Why are you wrecking? Oh my god. This is actually really cute. Why are you not joining in? Come on. So we're having a little, it's not summer, it's still spring. However, it's not very cold. It's like cool and partly cloudy. So look at this, like this is how much I trust in life. Oh my god, like my shorts are like barely above the water. That is so funny. He's getting his like his pants and his shoes completely wet. So am I. Like I'm wearing my sneakers and my socks, which does not make sense. Maybe we can look for frogs together. They're slippery. Better luck next time. Oh, he didn't catch a frog. Oh, and neither did I. Okay, how is our relationship? It's like 60%, I think. I'm gonna send them fishing together. There's not much to do in here, and our relationship in Bitlife is actually quite similar. I would say it's like 65 to 70%. So we're actually pretty good on that. I wish there was a way to cook cakes somewhere else. Like I could bake a cake on the grill or something. I mean, we could technically, you know what? We could actually just have a birthday at the park for him. So I'm gonna switch to Michelle, and she's gonna go ahead and bake a cake and bring some other food with her. Oh yes, okay, they actually do come out of the basket. Okay, great. Let's grab a serving, all of us, and have this little, oh my god, are you kidding me? I only had one. That is completely hilarious. Okay, she's gonna have a little hamburger slider while the kids play in the water, and oh my god, and you're gonna go ahead and grill something because this is just this is just really funny. Let's go ahead and grill some hot dogs while the kids play in the pond again. I love that they can play in the water. It looks so much fun. Like this is what I want from my like park adventures with my kids, that they can just play in nature. That is so awesome. And yes, she is still completely miserable because of the divorce. All right, that's enough of playing. Go ahead and grab a hot dog. Let's go ahead and also hang out with our mom. It's not gonna be the same, but it's still, we're spending time with mom here anyway, so I'm gonna do that in Bitlife. Oh my god, your mom took you to the water park. Wow, that's kind of like exactly, well, not exactly, but like we're at a park playing in water. That's very fitting. And I'm gonna also talk with... Ooh, Hunter did not appreciate this. Okay. I don't think I want to attack him. We're gonna insult him because, yeah, we're not gonna like become physically violent, but we're gonna be mean to him. Accused of touching possession. That's a very sibling-esque thing to do. Like, you took my toy. No, you took my frog. I caught a frog in the pond and you took it. And he's like, no, I did not. And the mom has to intervene for sure. And then I'm gonna talk with mom. We had a conversation about what happens when we die. Oof, okay, that is a very... Damn, alright. We're going definitely on the deep discussions there. Deep thoughts. Maybe we confess our fear of vampires. Thinking as in like, oh, if I die, will I become a vampire? And she's like, no, it's fine. You won't turn into a vampire. Just as long as you don't let a vampire bite you, you're gonna be fine. Okay, I'm gonna put these back into the basket. And then we are gonna have a birthday. If I can put this in the position that it needs to be.
One eternity later.
Alright, I finally just gave up. There is not a placement on this table that you can place the cake on where you can actually blow out the candles. I even googled and I got this awesome Reddit message. I feel this in every bone in my body. Like, what is the deal with birthday cakes in The Sims? Honestly, I am so mad. Anyways, we finally got him to blow the effing candles, and we're gonna just randomize the tray. Erratic. Wow, okay, that does make sense, but that's gonna be a difficult person to deal with. Can I see any information about him? Okay, he's not very smart. He's very good looking. Our relationship is like, okay, it's alright. The petulance thing, I think that is 100. So I think either the drama llama or live fast, but maybe the live fast makes more sense because he wants to be living carefree and rules free, which makes sense with his high petulance. And all right, let's have some cake, everybody. Oh, you're lactose intolerant. Wonder if worth it. Oh, no, 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 no. I hate when The Sims doesn't let you cancel things out. Like, I canceled that, but the action still goes through. Yeah, honey, I tried. I really tried. I tried to cancel your eating the cake, but you wouldn't let me, so I guess the cake was worth it. Oh my goodness. If I want to cancel an action, you have to reset the sim. Like, there's no other option. Although I understand, even though I wouldn't personally. It's not worth it. Even the best cake is not worth it. Alright, okay, so our dad is asking if we want to go to his house, which makes perfect sense since it's Hunter's birthday. We're gonna have to celebrate his birthday at the dad's house as well. I'm gonna leave mom here, obviously. We're not bringing her with us. Alright, here we are. I need to go to the toilet, like, right now. Are you gonna... Yes, she's coming in. And this is where their father lives. I tried to give him a very, like... He's an older guy. He's not old, but like middle-aged guy living alone. And I thought that this would be okay. So the house looks like this. I also gave the kids a bedroom. I know it's very lived in and this is our first time coming into this house, so it doesn't really make sense, but we'll be probably living in this house sometimes. I do want to do a couple of stayovers here, or like, you know, have the father also have the kids at some point. So yeah, anyways, this is the house and we are in the bathroom. Okay, and we're also kind of not behaving. We can't celebrate his birthday. We can't get a cake. I can't make the dad really get us a cake, but we are definitely celebrating the birthday here. I'm gonna go ahead and hang out with the dad as well. Your father took you gambling. We're not doing that, but we could actually play a game though. We could play a video game. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna go ahead and age myself up and see what happens, because in The Sims the teenagers are very teenagery and in Bitlife her brother is 12, so 13 would be more appropriate to be a teenager. Okay, steel drum. Your mother wants you to start taking steel drum lessons. Steel drum? I have no idea what that even is. Like drums? We don't have drums in The Sims. Let's agree, but then I will pick another instrument because I can't do drums, unfortunately. Now that you're taking steel drum lessons, your mother bought you a brand new stainless steel drum. Great, we got that. Hashtag blessed. I am very happy. I am very healthy. I'm extremely cute, but I'm not very smart. So yeah. And since we're already going to sleep, he is sleeping in this bed and I'm sleeping in my dad's bed. I'll fix that. But since we are already going to sleep and it's 10, almost 11 p.m., I'm gonna go ahead and switch these guys to spend the night over here. Maybe we do a couple of days during the following week at dad's house and then we go back to mom's. I think that's a nice idea. All right, I am now in this household. I didn't know that he was supposed to be at work, but he's gone to work and he'll come back in like 5 minutes. That's alright. I am in bed and I think now is a good time to fix your whole appearance in CAS, because you do not look like this in Bitlife. Instead, this is what you look in Bitlife. He actually looks quite handsome. Like, I really like what he looks like in Bitlife. I'm gonna change his maybe a bit brighter. That sounds like somebody who hasn't yet gotten his voice change. And I'm gonna go ahead and change his appearance a little bit. I don't think the parents' genetics do very well together. Like, I don't know even what's happening with his eyes. I'm completely gonna just change his eye shape. I'm gonna try and keep him looking as young as possible in The Sims, because he is 13 in Bitlife. I don't want to make him so old that he appears to be like 30, because that's always a possibility in The Sims. I gave him this outfit, which is, I think, very like youthful. It's very like chill, so I think that's okay. And I actually know exactly which hair, because I have a very similar hairstyle. Yes! Okay, this is like almost exactly his hair. Oh, that's very lucky. Okay, he actually resembles himself in Bitlife now. I actually like that. That's awesome. Alright, so here we have Hunter. He is now 18, 13 years old. And I am 8 years old. Could I make any changes to my appearance? Maybe I'll give myself another everyday outfit. You can totally wear this like any age, but I mean, we could do something different. Okay, I found this one, kind of the same thing, but I really like her on dungarees, so I'm gonna keep that, and now we're ready. Alright, it is the next morning, and it is a school day today. I'm eating a sandwich. He got the cake! Oh my god, he had the cake all along in his inventory. Oh my god. Okay, before we go to school, I think we should do some homework, both of you. I can't do homework, that's annoying. Okay, I can't do homework, so instead, I'm gonna practice singing. Oh my god. Imagine 7 in the morning you hear this. Even the dad is like, please shut up. And also after school, I'm gonna go and meet with mom, and she's gonna give me, I think the violin is the only thing we are able to play as a kid. So I guess we're gonna learn to play violin, and she's gonna give us a violin as a gift. And I love that the moment that we go to our dad's house, our mom starts showering us with gifts. Or me, I don't know about Hunter. But that is so funny. Like, that's such classic behavior. Honestly, it is so funny. In lab, Nicole's science experiment exploded and made a big mess, along with frightening another student. We think she did it on purpose. I think she did it too. I think she's that kind of a kid that would definitely be like, look, 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 how much would you bet that I can blow this up? And her science partner's like, you're too afraid to do it, you won't do it, you won't do it. And she's like, watch me. Academic punishment seems right, maybe? We'll go with that now. I don't know what this bromance is about, but whatever. In Bitlife, I don't have any friends, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and talk to another kid in class. Who do we get along with the most? I think it's the Brianna girl. You had a conversation with your classmate Brianna about what happens when we die. Why am I obsessed with knowing what happens after dying? That's a bit weird. She's still not listed as one of our friends, so I'm gonna maybe talk to her again. I'm gonna compliment her. You told your classmate Brianna that she's a winner. Okay, is this chemistry class? She called you attractive. Oh my god, it is chemistry class. Ooh, okay. We've met Dylan. Well, that's cool. Okay. I don't know how to make friends in Bitlife though. The last time I played, it just popped up like somebody wanted to be my friend. But this time I don't know how to do that because it hasn't like organically happened. I can't do any activities with anybody except for my family, of course. I don't know. I'm gonna make her to study hard at schools, and also I'm gonna go ahead and study harder in Bitlife. You pulled an all-nighter studying for primary school. I think I'm gonna go ahead and age up one more year and hope that I get a friend. Maybe I'll also, before we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to a couple of my classmates. Oh, look how good our relationship is with Brianna. I'm gonna have a conversation with a couple of other people from my class. I can't do this in The Sims, but I already had her in Make Friends. I'm gonna just leave it on Make Friends again. Okay, we're back from school. We both have a school project that we need to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and make her work on this. I'm gonna make her work sloppily, and maybe Dad can help you out with that. And I'm gonna go ahead and study harder at school in Bitlife. And then I'm gonna do that again because we will be doing our homework after we've managed to do this project. So I think now is a good time to go ahead and age up one more year. So we'll be 9, I think. Okay. Oh, this is lovely. Your mother has married your new stepfather, George Mitchell. Oh my god, her name is Michelle Mitchell. Oh my goodness, that is hilarious. A 47-year-old Air Force enlistee, they went to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico for their honeymoon. Ooh, okay. Oh, and I have a stepsister. 2 of them. Leah Mitchell. Oh my god, is she a singer? I think Leah Mitchell is now our stepsister. And then Alexa Mitchell as well. That's really cool. I love that. Okay, and I'm not sure if the kindness and money is her or her husband's, but he's in the Air Force, so we'll enlist him in the military once I get him in The Sims. But that's awesome! Oh my god, I thought somebody died. Jesus. Okay. Stepfather, George Mitchell. Now that you have a stepfather, you are wondering how to address him. Maybe I'll do surprise me and see what it gets. Dad, okay. I refer to him as Dad, but no friends. Oh, I hate that. Okay, no friends. However, Mom has married George, and I have 2 new sisters. This is exciting. They're a lot older than me. Leah was 27 and Alexa was 20. So Alexa is a little bit younger. But I love that. Okay, I'll be doing that in the next episode. This is really cute though. I have not yet forgiven him, but I'm like, I feel a bit better about him. Like, he was a kid that was horrible, but I mean, yeah, maybe we can someday forgive him. Or I think she has forgiven him for sure. It's just I cannot forgive. I cannot believe that Ranger is dead. Still, I will honestly never get over it. However, once he finishes his little project, maybe we help him a little bit so this can go by a bit faster. Once we have finished this, we will meet with Mum and she will give us our violin because we need to start working on that. Oh, violin is not the only one. It's the keyboard. I think kids can work on the keyboard. Yeah, we could play piano too. Oh, you know what I'm gonna say? Since Dad has a keyboard and maybe she like did a little bit of like learning of the piano, or she just said like, oh wow, Dad has this keyboard and it's really cool, it makes these cool sounds and stuff. Maybe that's when Mom was like, okay, you're getting a keyboard. If you really like it, let's get you a piano at home. So she's gonna buy us a piano back at home. to be like your new keyboard awaits whenever you come back. You know, that like very not okay emotional kind of manipulation that some parents unfortunately do, like kind of bribing their kids. I love this family, but I never said it was a functional one. Alright, we are now back home with mom. I know it's late, but it took forever to complete the project, but it is what it is. Now, mom has said that we have a nice little surprise in my bedroom. And there we go. It is a brand new keyboard. We're gonna go back to dad's in a little bit. I know it's late, but we are gonna have to play with this piano first. Oh, this is exciting. I know it's not steel drums. However, we get to practice some music. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I am loving this series. So in the next episode, mom is gonna get married to this George person. I know they only had the honeymoon in Mexico, but I think it would be fun to have a wedding, like a destination wedding. But yeah, I am absolutely loving this series and I hope you do too. Hope you have a lovely day as well, or night and week or weekend whenever you're watching this video, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye!